the War Machine armor, which Rhodey actually eventually wears, to become the character War Machine. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's the space armor, there's the stealth suit, there is, of course, the Ultimate armor, which he wears in the Ultimate Marvel Universe. There's, of course, his current armor, the Extremis. Just a whole shitload of suits, to be honest with you. I don't mean to cuss, I don't mean to swear, but that's pretty much the best way to explain it, not to over-exaggerate it, but when I say a shitload of suits, I mean a shitload of suits. Like, if you were to walk into the Hall of Armor, you would just sit there with your jaw gaped open. You'd be like, how many suits do you have? It'd be that kind of deal. That's always one thing about Tony Stark that I kind of found amusing, is that every older model of his suits, he always kept in the Hall of Armor, which was like this big archive of all these Iron Man suits that he wore over the years. And he kept them almost like, trophies. Almost as if, it's almost as if he couldn't let go of the past. Like, he'll just sit there and amuse them. It's almost like an archival place. I mean, I can't describe the Hall of Armor all that great. It's just you have to see it to believe it. And, the pages of the comics. It's ridiculous and it's redundant. But over the years, he's had a cartoon series from the late 60s to early 70s, I believe. He also had the 90s cartoon. He's of course starred in other cartoon series. He's made cameos. He was in Fantastic Four: World's Greatest Heroes. He's been in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. He's been in an episode or two of the Incredible Hulk 90s cartoon. He's been everywhere, man. He's been everywhere. He's made appearance in video games. He's also, of course, starred in, animated movies or cartoons or whatever. The Ultimate Avengers series and Next Avengers. The Next Generation. He's had his own animated movie. And, of course, he had his own live-action movie. Robert Downey Jr. is the perfect Tony Stark, by the way. There's no other character that I can picture. And Jon Favreau, as a director, he just... so many, cool aspects that he brought to the big screen. But anyway... Iron Man, Tony Stark as a character has been through many storylines. He's been through the Demon in the Bottle storyline, which he dealt with alcoholism and debating whether he wanted to still be Iron Man or not. There was, of course, the Iron Wars. Iron Wars was another big one. Yes, I know. Originally I was going to do this at the end of my wall, but... unfortunately, I've been having a really bad ant infestation. Not that you guys care, but I just thought I'd throw that out there in case you're confused by the change of background. But anyway, yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D. is a global, superpower. I mean, these guys take on supervillains. Superpowered supervillains, no less. Anywhere from, Magneto, Juggernaut. They even take on the Hulk. Who is crazy enough to take down the Hulk? Nobody is. I mean, they faced, they could even face, Odin and the gods of Asgard. I mean, S.H.I.E.L.D. is just... I can't even describe it in words. But anyway, Stark International is bankrupt. Tony's lost a lot of money. All his suits have been turned over to the government, minus one or two, and they're badly damaged, by the way. And so... Norman Osborn takes over, and pretty much, to be honest, that's where I kind of left off, because there's not much going through the rumor mill about Tony Stark at the moment. And I mean, the guy's also he's had various changes. I mean, he's had his heart replaced, and it was working fine. Then he had it replaced with an artificial heart. He had his vital organs replaced with artificial ligaments, of course. which, if, like, let's say he gets stabbed in his artificial kidneys, he has nanites that will bleed out and actually repair the damage. Alright, so that's pretty cool. He also had, like, holes drilled into his brain, kind of, for, like, a neural network chip, so that he can plug into, like, this certain system, and he can actually control the Iron Man armor remotely. And there's even, like, a protective casing where he can now mentally summon his Iron Man armor to assemble. I mean, it is absolute craziness. It really is. And yes, I just did pick my nose. It's absolute craziness. I mean, the guy, what will Tony Stark think of next? I mean, in the Ultimate Universe, he had a brain tumor and wanted to do some good, whereas in this one he wanted to keep his heart alive, but he also did good. Overall, you know, Tony Stark, Iron Man, you know, great character, you know, great mythos, just is an unbelievable character. You know, I'm certainly looking forward to Iron Man 2 when it comes out. You know, I'm hoping that it will be as good, if not better, than the first one. I hope it will succeed its predecessor, and, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, they'll have Crimson Dynamo. I really want to see Mickey Rourke play Crimson Dynamo and not Whiplash. So, you know, that's my retrospective, guys. You know, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you didn't fall asleep. Yeah, I hope you guys didn't fall asleep. And, you know, until next time, you know. Actually, you know, I really have nothing clever to say at the end of this. But, you know, I'll see you guys around. And, you know, oh, and before I forget, I can't, you know, I don't want to end this video without forgetting, but if you check the link over there, or is it right there, whichever way that's going to be posted on the video, that link within my box, or within these, or within, you know, these retrospective videos, or videos, whatever, that's pretty much, you know, that is a link to Gamer Rage, which is, you know, which is a gaming forum. This is a place where, you know, gamers can rant, they can talk about stuff, they can post videos, but not silly videos. Like, if there's, like, footage of, like if there's game footage that you see that so far none of us on the forums have actually found, you know, please, by all means, post it, whatever. Main point is, Gamer Rage, you know, awesome forum, you know, great layout, you know, if you see him, thank Fatal XXX, you know, the guy, he's actually one of my subscribers. You know, when you see the layout, you know, show your appreciation for the guy. He worked really hard. He's been going through a lot of personal issues. I'm not going to divulge that because as I said, they are personal issues. And so he's been kind of really stressed out. And so, you know, just say a thank you. You know, say, wow, you know, thanks for, you know, taking, you know, the time to create this wonderful site, you know, whatever. You know, Gamer Rage, go to it, please join. We need, you know, we'd like to have more members. We need more members because really, I can't really, like I said, I can't think of anything clever. But go to it!